Alright, haven't done one of these in a while. Doing a backtesting session. I'm going to try to run this around maybe that 25-minute mark, something like that. I am going to go into pretty good detail and do as best as possible for you guys. So first I do want to plug, if you want to live trade with me every day, the first 3 days are free. Link in the description, as well as if you want to get one-on-one mentored by me, you can reach out to my social medias, which are below, and as well fill out the application that is there below, as well as reaching out to me. Okay, I gotta skip to 4:30 in the morning here. Okay, pre-market, we do have this new day opening gap. This is a Monday, so not gonna expect much, but I do want to see this whole gap get filled. I will simply just mark out where we closed on Friday and where we opened on Sunday. So this is the new week opening gap. All I'm gonna look for is a pull into this 15-minute gap below. We have like these equal lows and this hourly gap. So all I'm gonna look for off of open is some sort of manipulation, taking out this low resistance liquidity, run these buy stops. Buy stops, and get a continuation higher. Very, very simple. There's this. Now we have 5 minute above for a break-even point or even a possible entry. Not if we're going to chop like this, though. Sorry, my thing is glitching. There we go. So I'd like to see reaction from here. Don't really want to see us go much lower. So depending on how we're going to close on this hourly gap. But very, very, very sloppy price action right now. We did inverse a 4 minute to the upside. Just want to see how if we can inverse this 1 minute up here as well. Yeah, see, I want longs, but now we're building this trend line at what would be my stop loss. So higher time frame doesn't look horrible, but on like the 1 minute time frame, it's like right here. Okay, if we're gonna continue higher, this should pull. So we had a pullback into the 5 minute, as well as a 15 minute. Okay, this is something I'm willing to take. We ran away from this low resistance liquidity. We have a nice manipulation move into the 15 minute. Nice break even point up here. We have right here. That is a 5 minute intermediate high as well. So I'm going to take this. So we just showed more bullish structure. I just didn't like that we generated low resistance liquidity at my stop loss. We definitely could still stop me out here and run lower, but I do have a nice break even point and draw on liquidity. And same thing, if we were to have like equal lows down here or something, most likely I wouldn't be taking this trade, but if you look at the higher time frame, it does look pretty clean. Well, once you're in the trade, you accept the risk, and if it wins, it wins. So okay, there's my break even. I don't know why my trade didn't place, but I'd be break even here. Okay, so unfortunate break even trade. We definitely could run higher again. Yeah, like if we got another inversion. Oh, I skipped too high. I'm counting that as a win. Most continuation traders would most likely enter off a candle like this as well. But took out my main draw. I'm counting that. I'm counting that. I'm counting that. You don't have to count it, but yeah, we did just run higher. That's so annoying, man. I didn't mean to skip that far, bruh. Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna be bearish here. Sorry. Did end up taking out this buy side liquidity, I believe. No, we made equal highs. Okay, well we have equal highs up here, but we inverse this 4 hour to the downside. So, not really gonna want to take anything right now. Like that, I like though. But the thing is, okay, so we do have this BPR from a while back that we are still holding, but like right now we are super bearish. We didn't take out any sort of like major liquidity. We left these swing lows. Maybe we had SMT with ES. I don't know. I can't see. This V-shaped reaction does look like this is gonna run off open. So what I'm gonna do is aim for here. I'm gonna go break even as soon as we take out these stacked highs, assuming we probably have an SMT. We also have equal highs here, and see if, okay, well, my liquidation, I hate when I do that. Okay, there we go. I'd be break even here. Okay, break even trade. Price would have eventually hit my full TP, so it does suck, but when we're in the middle of price, I don't love anything like that because I don't like to get caught up in when we're ranging. So right, looks like we're shifting market structure. We just closed above these highs up here. We are inside of this very, very, very large 4 hour gap up here. So gonna have to kind of wait for a 5 or 15 minute to be created to see what we do with it, because right now we're bouncing bearish here and bullish here. So gonna need to wait for a 5 or 15 minute condition to be made and wait for a reaction. So immediately off of open, kind of just wick. Very bullish sign here, but we did not manipulate these lows. Possibly we could have made a lower low here on ES. Most likely that's probably what happened, but this, sorry. Most likely that's what happened, but now we have relative equal lows. This SMT is no longer protected. We took out these highs. So we could see a 1 minute 30 second to the downside. What did I say? It's exactly what ended up happening when the 930 wick doesn't manipulate much. That's usually what you get. We do have this low resistance liquidity here. I'm not going to be greedy on this just because of where price is. We could chop like all day, but I'm going to take this break even at that internal low. Honestly, even you could at this low right here, but we should run due to the fact we have relative equal lows. So never want to be too greedy. Okay, there we go. So that would be, what is that, 3 wins, I think? Because I'm counting that other win. That's just dumb. See, would have got break even if I went to take a profit. Probably will run a lot lower. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, right now we are bouncing out of this 15 minutes, so something like this 3-minute inversion here, if you're confident in this long. The thing is, like right here, it's actually kind of funny. We made a 3-minute inversion here, so you would have gotten stopped if you would have taken a continuation out of the 15-minute, and then right here we get a resweep of this low right here. Now we have another 3-minute inversion to the upside, but the thing is, you're targeting. This is why I don't like this trade. We just took out a drawn liquidity right here with this opening candle, so this high you're protecting is just not good. Yes, longs could play out towards this high, but your chances of winning decrease by a lot. Because why would we need to stop these people out up here? We already filled and stopped out those sell stops. Market already manipulated, shouldn't be in a trade. That's why iFVGs are good. They show buying or selling pressure. And yeah, like that, if you would have been targeting that, you would have got stopped out of that trade. And that's what happens when you take both the draws on the day. All that chop. Right. So can you just see pre-market that we have a bunch of stacked lows here that most likely are going to get ran? It's just obvious in the higher time frame. Even if you're not even bearish, just keeping that in mind. Like, we're in this 4 hour still to the left. There's no gaps on the 4 hour time frame over here. If you flip to the 1 hour, there's nothing over there. Is a tiny 1 hour here. We do have a pretty obvious drawn liquidity here, the stacked low. And right now we didn't inverse this 15-minute downside yet, but we are in this accumulation range pretty much all overnight. So right now, simply all I'm looking for is for us to take out some sort of liquidity. Looks here like we have a swing high. If we were to take this high out off of open, I would simply just look for a inversion to the downside. Like right there. So this is what kind of sucks here. So I don't know if we made a SMT here. Sorry, voice crack. But I'm assuming we did with ES, most likely at this high. I don't know this for sure, but if that did happen, I would 1,000,000% be in this 1 minute inversion to the downside. We actually didn't inverse it yet. See, you didn't inverse it. There we go. Now I like this trade a lot more. So now we just manipulated that high. We're still hanging inside of this 4 hour gap. Low resistance, liquidity below. And you're getting in that AMD model. What is AMD? It's when price doesn't really know where to go. It's accumulating. Market makers push to stop out orders so they can get more orders filled and dump the market. And they're pushing price into a more premium area so they get better fills. Because you can't, if you're trading tens of millions of dollars, right, you're not you're not getting filled where you enter. It's not how it works. So right now this is looking very, very nice. Not if we chop like this though. I forgot like a 5 minute here. Okay, there we go. So I did like this short due to the fact we are inside of this 4 hour gap here. We also tapped this 4 hour order block, but the thing is, I was going to take this 5 minute short, but if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we are inside of this 15-minute gap. So I'm not going to take this short because what could happen is we reject reject out of that gap, and that's what I like to target, is unmitigated and unfilled gaps, and just draws on liquidity. So it's definitely good work. If we did get a 5 or 15 minute to the downside, you know, it's another potential play to take, but not loving anything here. Just remanipulated these highs. Yeah, too choppy. Just no good targets. We probably will go lower on this trend line, but too much guessing. Yeah, I'm done for the day there. No trade on that day. Price action was not moving. Yeah, just slow grind up. But okay, that was... I'm not counting that one as a loss, so I'm undefeated still. Because that one should have been a break-even trade, but I didn't have break-even on the thing. Sorry, I just spilled water on my laptop. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough. I know I don't know what's wrong with my OBS. It's like I sound so quiet, even though I'm talking like very loud right now. Which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, 4-hour time frame. We are inside of this 4-hour below. Looks like we are at equilibrium of this range. I don't have... Oh, there we go. Yep, we are at equilibrium here. Flip to the 1 hour. Not many gaps. 15 minute. Nothing above. Okay, this looks really, really good. Let's see, market opens. Yeah, so this pre-market long could rip. I'm not going to enter it yet, but most likely this will rip. Yeah, maybe we'll get a resweep of these relative equal lows here and then get a long. But this does look good. We just inversed this 1 minute manipulation leg here and got a nice close. But let's see if we get a resweep. Not like in this accumulation. I would 100% need to see a manipulation of this low now. Don't want to get caught up in a range. All I'm waiting for is a resweep of this low and then get that inversion to the upside. And when this does happen, I do like when we kind of chop around for a little bit on the way down and leave trendline liquidity to be taken out and even have a potential break-even point as well. So if we made it SMT on ES here, this would be a really nice entry. I don't know if we did or not. I'm hoping we didn't. Okay, there we go. So now we got the manipulation. We had 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opened right here. We opened lower, taking out that internal sell side. We're still inside of this 4-hour here. We just got we're about to get a 1 minute inversion to the upside. This was the main manipulation leg. If you wanted to, you could wait for this 1 minute up here. But I'm really confident in this. So next closure through this, I'd be in this. And I don't even care if we hit this high first, because yes, it's a good break-even point, but I'm really confident in this. I most likely won't even go break-even on this trade, just due to the fact that we have this trend line above. We also have these equal highs. Really nice target. I'm not even going to go break-even. Pretty tight stop loss. Okay. Ooh, don't like that reaction. I am going to go break even here. Because if we got these equal highs up here, we should run. Okay. Break even on that. This would suck if there was... Okay. So... if we get a new... let's see if we get something here. No, don't like that. Okay, so break even on that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I gotta see how many minutes it's been. All right, I'll do one more day. I'll do one more day. Fuck, I just skipped too far. 4:30. We actually didn't even have anything anyways. Except we did have a continuation here, but it wouldn't have been good anyways. Okay, whoops. Alright, gotta skip to the next day after this. Okay, so immediately I'm going to be bullish at how it looks right now, just because we are holding this 15-minute over here, where you can see we've wicked it out a couple times, but flip to the 4-hour time frame, we have this obvious draw on liquidity right here. It's like impossible to miss it. We have this high inside of a gap. I'd love to target that intermediate high, and we just look really bullish towards it. If we could just get a slight open low. See if we can get an open low here. We have, yeah, this nice 5-minute. See, we already tapped this 5-minute, which kind of sucks. But if we swept out this low and got an inversion to the upside, it would be really nice. Otherwise, most likely this day would be completely over with if we just completely rip up and take this high right away. Okay, so there's that manipulation. So now I'm going to want to see a nice bullish close. Right now, mainly through this 1-minute gap. We just took out this low again. Still holding. 15-minute just closed kind of bad. Don't love that. And we just inverts this 5-minute to the downside. Yeah. I don't really like shorting. I wouldn't short this 5-minute inversion just because we came really close to this 4-hour intermediate high. Maybe on ES we ended up hitting it. This would be really unfortunate. But if we did sweep out this high on ES, then this 5-minute inversion would be valid. Targeting this low resistance liquidity down here, but obviously that didn't happen. Yeah, right now you're looking pretty sloppy. Okay, we did just take out. No, we didn't. Never mind. Yeah, this is probably going to play out. We starting the shift market structure right here. We didn't really take out a significant low down here at all. We just made relative equal lows, almost equal lows, and we got a 5-minute inversion to the upside. We made a 5-minute. We got a pullback, and most likely we'll now go run. Like, I want to take this trade so bad, but it's just horrible because we didn't take out any sort of liquidity on the downside, and we could simply just rip straight to your stop loss. But we're also looking pretty bullish due to the fact that we came really close to this high, never hit it. But yeah, so there you go. That's how to avoid a loss. And yeah, that's going to be this backtesting video. 100% of the trades I took got break even twice, I think. And yeah, like I said, if you want to work one-on-one with me, DM me on my socials and fill out the application in the link below. As well, live trade every morning. That is included in the one-on-one. Right now it's $820 if you're interested. But yeah, you just have to dedicate 3 hours of your time per week on 3 different days, hour each on a call. But yeah, hope you learned something.